ending?
It's now. It's gotta be now.
Right.
No, this is good. Let's keep going. What's the ending signal for this?
It's 1. It's always been 1.
No. For when we end the podcast.
Oh, I'll just like wink, I guess.
Oh,
No, because I'm always going to miss
You'll be a look and it'll be a wink.
All right, this is Senioritis. We are at... What park is this, Lasia?
I don't know.
We're at...
I just come here to fish.
We're at some park near Juan and Tim's house in Lasia's car. And we have Tim here today. Because that's why we're here near Tim's house, because we got Tim. I was supposed to go work out, but Lasia can't go out past whenever because your mom wants you home because family's important.
Yeah.
So we can't. We can't do it later now. I was gonna go work out. Lasia's like, we gotta do it now. I'm like, okay. So Tim basically ruined my diet. Eat schedule, workout thing, and that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna blame him for that because you helped me get in shape. You helped me start to get in shape. You helped me try to get in shape for a little while. You can talk to him. It's okay. I was talking straight, and I'm still talking over you.
I'm gonna keep going.
This is just me this episode.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I was the one that like got you in shape. I just encouraged you because you had the motivation beforehand.
Right, I had so much motivation. Remember that? Because, all right, so not last summer, but summer before.
Yeah.
I went to Tim. I was like, Tim, I need some help getting in shape. And Tim's like, all right.
Yeah, because you were at, what? You were at like 223-ish, and then you lost 10 pounds really fast. I don't remember why, but you lost 10 pounds. You're like, I'm really feeling motivated about this.
And I want to bring it down.
And you want to bring it down. I don't know why you came to me. I hadn't worked out since 7th grade, but I guess...
Yeah, well, yeah.
I mean, it comes off... I play soccer, I guess.
You knew how, right?
Yeah, I know how. So, like, I can talk as if I'm working out, but I'm not. I haven't done anything.
Right. You got fucking ripped, though. Like, 6th, 7th grade.
For like a 4'10", 6th grader, 7th grader, I was pretty ripped. Like, you could see my arms through my shirt, kind of,
Right.
But I haven't done anything since, so you can't really...
But I don't know. You still helped, though. I mean, we had a great long... What was it? 2 times? Was it 2 times or 3 times?
I don't remember.
I think it was twice.
Was it twice?
I think it was...
Because you got shin splints on the second one.
The first time I was so motivated. And I'm like, oh, let's do this. And we ran so much that Tim was... We ran so much, and Tim was like, you know what? You surprised me. You did more than I thought you could. And I was like, yeah, I don't feel anything. This is, like, easy for me. And the next time I came back with terrible shin splints.
Yeah.
I slept in, so I was like 20 minutes late.
Because you said you went to some gym, and so you saw some guy using this machine, so you went to go use it, and you completely didn't use it right. Remember?
Was that it?
You said that to me when the second time you came.
Was I making up excuses?
I have no idea. I have no idea. No, I was like,
how unathletic I am.
I don't know, but somehow it seemed like you had shin splints.
Right? Yeah. Because we were running. I was like, oh, I can't do this. It's shin splints.
Yeah.
And then that was the last time we did it.
But that first day, it was intense.
It was
like,
crazy motivation.
Like, I was out of breath, and you were going, like, you were motivating me to keep up, because I'm like, I have to maintain some level, because I don't know.
Yeah, it's definitely not like that anymore. Because I was 210 then, right? And I used to make jokes then. I was like, because I used to weigh like 170 freshman, sophomore year.
Yeah, you said your goal was 180 or break 200 and then 180.
I used to run 5 miles a day freshman, sophomore year after school.
That's right.
And I used to run that. And so I kept in pretty good shape. I was like 170. And then when I was at 210, then I'd always make jokes to people. I was like, I gained 50 pounds in sophomore year. I don't know what I'm doing. But now I gained another 50 pounds since then. Now I'm at 260.
Dang. But you work out, so it's not all...
No, I don't.
But you were going to go to the gym before this.
Yeah, but that's like every once in a while I'll go to the gym and beat myself up.
Oh,
you know
see.
What I mean?
It sounded like you had a regimen. I'm like, really?
And then come home and eat cookies, right? Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. No, it definitely wasn't a regimen. That was the first time I was going to go exercise in like a week and a half or 2 weeks. So.
And I just happened to ruin...
It just happened to ruin my, schedule, my diet plan.
Yeah. Okay.
It's too far gone at this point.
Gotcha. But you gave up Chinese buffet.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah, I don't know if I said the story on here.
No, you haven't. I've listened to... Well, I haven't listened to all of them. But...
Why I gave up Chinese buffet?
No.
Did I tell you?
No, you told me you gave it up, and that was about it because you used to go all the time.
Oh my god, dude! I gave up Chinese buffet. The last time I went to Chinese buffet was one of the first days in March.
Okay.
And I haven't been back since, which is good because I tell people a lot I'm giving up Chinese buffet.
Wait, is that the picture thing?
The picture thing?
Where you had 4?
No. That wasn't that. That wasn't
that
that.
was a separate one. Okay.
Okay. The last time I went to Chinese buffet, I'm so. Okay, so I skipped school with this girl. Okay.
Okay.
I hope I didn't tell this already because this is actually a good story. So I skipped school with this girl. I think it was like a Thursday in March, and I skipped school and we had a fun day. And she's like anorexic, like she's super skinny.
Okay. Take her to a buffet place.
No, that's why I'm so stupid. And so she actually got hungry and she wanted some French fries, so I got her some French fries. But I didn't want anything from McDonald's. And my plan all day was like, I'm skipping school. I'm going to the fucking Chinese buffet. So I procrastinated with it, and we were just doing other stuff. We found a stray dog by Juan's house, and
Really?
we tried to take it to somewhere near there that would like take dogs, but nobody was taking dogs. So we ended up driving it to Odessa. And giving it to a dog shelter there, so that dog is never finding its family again.
Yeah, like if that had an owner.
It'd be better if we left it there, I think.
Yeah.
But we tried our best. We tried because it was in the road. It was, So after Odessa, it got late because it was like I had to go pick my sister up from school. I wanted to go to Chinese buffet before that, but I picked my sister up from school, and so now with my sister and this girl, it was kind of like a datey sort of thing too, and I took both of them. So like, I took my sister and this girl to the Chinese buffet.
Right.
Had the girl sit with my sister, and she got 3 pieces of chicken, like 3 pieces of General Tso's chicken,
the itty bitty
3 pieces of General Tso's chicken, and I ate fucking 4 plates. And she's like, "Are you done yet?"
That was the last time.
Do I need to be here for this? And after I felt so bad. I don't talk to the girl anymore.
Wow.
If you ever want to get rid of a girl, dude,
just
take her to a Chinese buffet and eat 4.
Just gorge yourself.
Yeah.
Become her worst nightmare.
I had to quit. So gross.
That's what made you quit.
Yeah. So I guess there's a positive out of it, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's good that you quit. I mean, I don't know. New York is gonna have a lot of different options.
Right.
Obviously.
I might gain my fresh. No, because I went to I don't want to make this all about me, but
I'm okay with that. I haven't caught up with you in forever.
Yeah. I mean, who cares, right?
Good. Yeah, it's your podcast.
I mean, it's my fucking podcast.
Yeah, it's
right?
Michael Miller and friends.
It is with Michael Miller, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Will one time was like, "Oh, I'm the star." I'm like, "You're the guest star, and you better remember that." So,
Gotcha.
I went to this college thing last summer. I went up to this college week-long event.
Like a camp thing?
Yeah, like a camp. It was in Ohio. And I gained my freshman 15 in a week.
Yeah, I remember hearing about this.
In a week. So, dude, I gotta be careful. I really gotta be careful.
Yeah.
Because the unlimited food at the dining halls.
At New York as well, where it's fantastic food.
Yeah, right. So, I gotta be careful.
Yeah.
I mean, what prompted... Well, I know what prompted you to get in shape, because you've told me before. But is that something you want to talk about on here?
I'm okay with sharing it. I don't know if a lot of people know, so...
That's a good thing to
I've,
get out there.
really accepted it, I guess.
It's something that's really interesting, too. Like, it changed my perception of you a lot when you first told me. Because I first met you... We first met in 8th grade, right? On the track team. I didn't know you that well, but you definitely didn't seem... You seem like a confident, you know what I mean, individual. Like, it didn't seem like anybody was, like, ever picking on you or anything.
Yeah.
But, like, before
by 8th
that...
grade, I was like, I don't care what anyone thinks, kind of
Yeah, no, I didn't get that vibe at all.
I don't know. So like in 6th grade, I mean in elementary kind of deal, I was annoying brat kind of deal, I was of the age to be, and I was like 4'10", and so I had a few people that went to my elementary that really hated me, moved to middle school with me, mostly the girls kind of deal. I don't know if you probably know her, Alyssa Bacon.
Oh, she didn't like you?
She didn't like me. I don't know.
It was most of the girls that didn't like you?
Well, that was the psychological aspect of it. I don't know. So like when we had this Russian principal. I don't remember his name. I mean 6th grade. He might not have been Russian at all. But he, for whatever reason, had alphabetical order seating for the cafeteria, which sucked because I was stuck. Literally, I was the only guy in 2 tables worth of girls that hated me. Like every girl
You had to sit there?
hated me. Yeah, it's alphabetical order, and if you don't sit there, there's not another seat open because they're enforcing
terrible.
it. Yeah, it's absolutely terrible. I don't know.
Whose idea that was?
Yeah, exactly. Like
That's how they do it in Russia, though.
That's how they do it in Russia. But I don't know. They really hated me because I'm annoying, and
You can't justify their irrational hatred with that, though, because you're not.
But if you knew me in 6th grade,
Yeah, but everybody was annoying in 6th grade. You can't be like, oh, these people were assholes to me, but it's okay because I was
I've
annoying.
never met a charismatic 6th grader.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they were also 6th grade, so it's not like they knew they were doing it. I'm 6th grade. I'm probably taking things harder than it really was.
Okay.
But either way, they'd pick on me all the time, which wasn't too bad at first. But then there's this group of kids when I got into gym, because for middle school, you do one semester for gym and then one semester for music or something, or art or whatever.
Second semester you got gym.
So second semester I got gym, and there's just these group of 8th graders that for whatever reason really like to pick on me. I'm 4'9" or 4'10" at this time, and I have a really squeaky voice, and I have glasses and really short hair, just Mormon born and raised, so I'm really just innocent, and I say innocent, meaning I don't know anything. Ignorant,
Right.
I guess is a better term. And they just really liked to throw me around, I guess. Because, I'm easy to throw around. And they're 8th grade, so, they've been working out. They have the muscles for it.
Right, they're picking on little kids. Of course they can.
Yeah, so, every day for a majority of the semester, I'd be thrown in the trash can. Now, it started off okay, because it was only, the gym trash can, the plastic ones. I get thrown in, haha, whatever, they leave, then I get out. If I get out before they leave, they're throwing me back in, kind of deal. So I just have to wait. But then at some point during the semester, we started going outside and stuff, to do the track and to be able to just play, concrete hockey or whatever. And there's this metal garbage can outside on the... not like a normal garbage can, it's like a dumpster, right? There's 2 dumpsters, and then there's one recycling one right next to it. And they started throwing me in that one, which was really bad because obviously that's where all the actual lunch garbage would go.
Oh god.
With all the food. Gym was before lunch for whatever reason, which really sucked. And it's okay trash wise because there's only one lunch worth in there. But the metal, I was 6th grade, I was too weak. First of all, I couldn't defend myself from any of these people. And second of all, I was too short and too weak to even get the lid off.
Yeah.
Because there was a metal lid on one of them. There was a plastic one where if they threw me in that one, I could get out, and it was pretty easy. But this metal one is really heavy for me, and it's really hot because it's Florida. I would struggle to get out, kind of.
How long are you stuck in there?
Mostly, because I have lunch right after. When the janitors take out the trash, a lot of times they'll see me, kind of deal, and they'll just let me out, or
What, did you tell anybody about this?
Well, no, because when they came, they just thought I was some stupid kid playing in the trash, kind of deal.
They'd be like, oh, get out of here, you stupid.
Yeah, exactly. Well, they wouldn't be like, get out of here. I'd just be like, oh no, sorry, I was just playing or whatever, kind of deal. And
you didn't tell any. You handled it yourself. Or did you try to tell someone and then you just resorted to handle it yourself?
I told my parents at the end of the year, but when I told them, I didn't I started to tell them and I started to cry, and they started saying we're going to tell the principal and everything. And I didn't want anything to happen because I was afraid people were going to do more.
Right.
So I was like, oh no, it's not actually, it's in English, this kid just they have the desk where you can put your feet on them. It's just this kid always shakes my desk and ignores me or whatever.
Okay,
so
played
they called that teacher and had me move seats or whatever.
So you played it off.
Yeah, I just played it off, and I didn't worry about it. And plus, these 8th graders are gonna be gone anyways.
Right.
So.
And then was it that summer where you decided I'm gonna take this in my own hands?
Yeah, that Christmas, because that was the transition. My dad was getting me a weight bench anyways, because he always wanted me to do football. He's always wanted me to do whatever, because he's big on that. And so over the summer, I had a weight bench because that's what I got for Christmas. I'm like, what, I'm done putting up with all this physical harassment. You know, I don't want to be thrown in the trash can. I want to be beat up or anything. So I just started working out, and that's where I got from the 2 months that I had. 6 weeks of it was just straight working out with my best friend at the time, James Shelton, who's like 24 now, or like way older.
Yeah. Jackie's brother.
Yeah, Jackie's brother. Jackie's older brother. And I just worked out, and I went from lifting 35 pounds to 135. I only weighed like 70, so that was a big deal for me.
Right.
And no one really messed with me when I came 7th grade, because I'm like, I'm not going to deal with it. And I never once got confronted after that. Like, no one even tried. They didn't really care. You know, at the guys' table, it was great because no one is working out in 6th or 7th grade, so I could always win arm wrestling. I could run against 2 people at a time.
You were the tough guy.
I was still 4'10", you know?
Right, but
I'm still like, I don't know. For the time, it was nice. That's what boosted my confidence.
Right.
But, you know, like, from that's where...
I mean, you told me that another defense mechanism, like, because you said you had a defense mechanism for a while where, like, because you said Mormon race, so you never got to watch, like, South Park or anything.
Yeah.
But some of the kids would like say like, oh, Timmy, that
yeah, they go Timmy, and so
the retarded kid in the wheelchair they'd reference.
Yeah, I still have never watched it still, and
so you would use that, you'd like be in on the joke sorta.
Yeah, I'd just do that and just be like, I am the joke, and if I accept that, you know, like Timmy kind of do, and everyone like likes it, then I'll do it.
Right.
So, and from that, like all through middle school, I was always like making fun of myself as a joke, which really actually helped my confidence because it's like I don't care anymore. But I don't know.
Yeah, it's like a joke, but it's also like incredibly sad.
It's also like these people are laughing, and not because it's funny, but
right.
Like,
yeah, but I mean, that was what you did. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was your way to get yourself
to cope with it.
Right.
Yeah.
And then eventually, that's inspiring though to me. Inspiring. is that you like got out yourself. Like, you try to go to your parents, and a lot of times, no, parents and teachers don't really help with that sort of situation.
Yeah.
I never had like a bullying issue like that before. I just had people just didn't like me. People just didn't talk to me. I never got like harassed like you.
Yeah.
So I can't even relate to how that must feel.
I don't know. It's not actually like the one thing that I think the biggest thing I got from it is that I don't want anyone to ever go through that. Like, I'm not angry at the people who did it to me. I don't really care anymore. You know, overall, it helped me improve my physique or whatever. And I just don't want people to go through that.
Yeah.
Because you know, there's the physical harassment, and then whenever I would go to lunch, I'd smell disgusting, so all the girls would pick on me, and it's like, it's not just physical, it's also just making fun of kind of deal.
It was the emotional.
Yeah.
That was the stuff that, like, actually, because you could probably...
I had to go to...
You could find a way to get over the physical stuff, but the emotional stuff was worse, probably,
yeah,
right?
Exactly. It's not like, I'm 6th grade, I don't know anything, I'm still, like, being shaped. So it's like, I don't know these people are wrong to call me stupid or an idiot or anything, or that I'm not worth anything. It's not like I know these things. I don't have anything. So I'm like, oh, so that's just what it is. I'm just a disappointment.
You thought that about yourself for a while?
Yeah.
That's terrible.
But
you said you were about to say, did you have to go to like counseling or something, or therapy?
Since I didn't tell my parents, I'd be so mad around my house, because it's just like,
of course, yeah.
I don't have anywhere to vent.
There's no outlet.
There's no outlet. So I'd just be so mean and hostile at home and isolationist. And it's just, they actually took me to a anger management therapist, Dr. Sands. She had Legos in her room. And my mom went to make me feel better, like, oh, I need to do this, so you can just tag along. But now I know it was like,
were you able to talk to that therapist?
Yeah, but I never told her about bullying. I always told her, like, yeah, I'm just really struggling with our dog because he poops everywhere, and I hate cleaning it up. You know, no one cleans it up around here.
She's like, oh, this kid get angry over dog poop? What the fuck is it?
Yeah, or my little sister. It's like, I have to share a room with my little sister because
I want my own room.
I don't know.
It was stuff.
Just stupid stuff.
I mean, when was the first time you told other people about this? And if you didn't tell your parents, you didn't tell your... I mean, have you told your parents now what happened?
I think I told them in 8th grade because it was way too late for them to do anything.
Yeah.
And now they're like, oh yeah, it's whatever. I never told them in full discussion. Like what I just told you, even though it's like short, I've never given them that much
Like with the
detail.
trash can and the metal.
Yeah, I just told them I was actually, really bullied and physically kind of like beaten up, and that's about the extent I've told them.
Right.
So they don't really.
I don't think a lot of people
really
know that.
know.
You probably haven't told a whole lot of people that.
It's not like it's my proud moment,
No, it's not.
It's like I'm weak and I couldn't do anything, and I hate because of this. This is the biggest thing. I hate being pitied, and even though people have sympathy and it's like more so they're caring, I always take it as pity in the moment.
Yeah. Well, for me, I'm not like pitying you. I'm saying that like it's inspiring to me that you fucking got jacked because of it.
Yeah.
Like you took care of it yourself. If you were coming to me telling me that like, yeah, I got bullied, there was nothing I could do about it, I just had to like, take it, and then I just had to take it and then eventually stop. No, you did something active about it, which is totally crazy to me that you're able to do that. So it's not like a I pity you. It's more like I'm impressed. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Thanks, man. Yeah. Yeah.
So like you said, by the time 8th grade, I didn't see any of that shit.
Yeah, 8th grade, 7th grade was my year, man. I peaked in 7th grade.
The glory days.
The glory days. I don't know. I was second string football, but everyone on the football team had respect for me because I lifted.
Right.
I could go up against the biggest. I couldn't hit. I'm terrible at football. I'm fast, but I'm terrible at football.
Right.
It was a huge disappointment to my father, but despite the fact, even though I'm second string, everyone treated me as if I was first string, that I was cool and everything. I was on the news, I'd go, Timmer, and everyone loved me for whatever, and I don't know. I don't say everyone loved me. A lot of people hated me.
Yeah, of course.
A lot of people
Well, you're
hated
always
me.
going to find that.
Everyone's going to... I was still annoying.
You're always going to find that.
But, I don't know.
Everyone's going to hate you for some reason.
I got a lot of criticism, actually, for the person I was dating. And there was, I'd never have gone for looks or anything like that. I've been really lucky with Nora because she's absolutely gorgeous, but I've never really gone for someone for their looks.
Right.
So the one person that I could go to at school that I felt safe with was this girl named Willow Carenzi. I don't know. It's just like she was there for me.
Would people make fun of her for her looks?
It wasn't like she was obscenely ugly. I'm not saying she wasn't out of there.
Would they make fun of you for dating her or what?
I don't know. She was the person that in 6th grade I could ask for a hug and she'd comfort me.
Of course, yeah.
And she didn't know about my bullying until we were dating end of 7th, early throughout 8th.
And she hugged you just a little bit harder, right?
Yeah, just a little bit harder. Different places.
Whoa! Whoa! I didn't mean it that way.
Okay. I don't know.
You don't know what the fuck I'm doing right now.
I have no idea. But yeah, I got criticized. I'd get I'm cool at the guy table in 7th grade, and they're like, you could have anyone. Why are you with her?
Yeah, it's fucked
kind
up.
of deal. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go sit with her instead then.
Yeah.
And it's just
Yeah, good for you. That's a good quality to have, to be able to keep the people, you know what I mean? To not like you said, you don't pursue the one that all the guys want, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But to stay with the person that was there for you when no one else was, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you actually grew feelings for her and you actually liked her. It wasn't some shallow thing. And I think for a lot of middle school relationships especially, it's totally a shallow thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm not saying I didn't have my fair share of that.
You did have a little bit.
It's not real girlfriend. It's more 6th grade kind of deal. Oh, I'm dating Tabitha. Oh, we broke up, so I'm with Sarah. But then Tabitha started talking to me, so I broke up with Sarah for Tabitha.
Right.
But then that didn't work out, so I dated Jesiana for a day, but I didn't actually like her. She liked me. We broke up.
You
were
hoeing around a little bit.
It was just whatever.
And then from middle school, you got to high school, and then because I didn't know you were going to IB. and then I saw you in IB.
Yeah.
And you were doing football at IB, and then you eventually quit that.
Oh yeah, I quit
in high school.
I had to quit because they banned studying on the bus because of me. Okay. So I had a textbook. I had like the world history textbook, and it would have a statue that's bronze, and it's like a woman with a penis for whatever reason. and some guy in the football team, like Sebastian,
He was looking at porn.
he was looking at it. He's like, I've never had such a conflicting boner in my life. And it's just like the coaches blamed us losing for me throwing off the team.
Maybe you had a boner the entire time, so you can
Wait.
or something.
He was sexually confused the whole game.
Okay, didn't know what he was doing.
He blamed you and your vaguely pornographic images for the team losing.
Yeah. So I quit because if I can't study, I can't do it. And
Right.
they gave me an excuse because I never liked football. I just did it for my father.
Right.
And
They kicked you off the team, or they just...
no,
you-
I quit.
Okay.
I came to him. I'm like, you know what? I've been thinking about it. I'm starting to get B's, and I'm gonna have to resign my position. He's like, all right. You know, is it? He's like, is this your parents' position? I'm like, no, this is mine. He's like, all right. I have respect for that, kind of deal. And then it was over. But I don't know. That coach was weird. He hated golf from the moment because he came from like Land O'Lakes, who was like a state champion, to our
Yeah.
school, and he was just always
Bitter.
ticked that we suck.
Bitter.
You know, he was just completely bitter.
I should be at a better school than this school.
And whenever I'd study, like I was writing an essay one time, and for whatever reason, the way I write, apparently I write like a left-hander, but with my right hand. I don't know how to describe it. He called me a freak every time he'd see me do like, oh yeah, it's so freaky going in there just doing that.
Like as a joke, but it's like, all right, dude. It's not like...
Yeah, it's not funny.
Not like that was like funny or witty, you know what I mean?
Not even the
You're
first
just
time.
calling me a freak
You're
for the
just
way I
calling
write.
me
At least
freak.
I can write. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you probably can't write anymore.
He he saw potential in me, but it was bad that he saw potential because he was like to the varsity players, you know, toughen him up so he can be varsity.
Yeah.
So I would have someone absolutely destroy me when I was like half a football field away from the ball. I'd get destroyed from behind and no penalty because it's practice.
Right.
Because they want to toughen me up. And I'm just like, you know what, I'm done. This is
Well, that was another reason to quit, yeah.
yeah, it's like, you know what, if I can't leave without receiving a new bruise every time, I don't want to play.
I remember first semester freshman year, you were struggling because not just for the football, but it was also because like, I remember you told me that like you had found out that there had been like this mold growing in specifically your room for the past like 6 months. So like the next semester you came back and you're like, I feel healthy. I was struggling because I needed like 12 hours of sleep to be able to like combat for my immune system to combat the
I got
mold that was growing all
pneumonia
around me.
3 times in 1 year. Okay.
Right, yeah, that's what I heard, that it was
It was
like...
nasty.
And then you came back, you're like, dude, this isn't as hard when you're not dying.
Yeah, I can breathe. My mom, I remember, this is the thing, I went to the hospital off of pneumonia, like randomly I just couldn't breathe anymore, because I have some heart issues or whatever. And I just remember like half awake, half not, sweating, and my mom's over me, crying and praying out loud. I'm just like, am I dying? Like I just woke up, and she's just crying her eyes out. And all they gave me, it wasn't even like that big of a deal. I just got like a whatever this Z-Pack is.
Oh, yeah, I've had those.
And that was it. But I just remember that so vividly of her crying over my body. Praying. Dear Lord, please don't let him die.
Oh, my God.
I'm like,
What? How did you guys realize, oh, wait, there's been mold in our house for months?
we were moving and we had to do an inspection. And it's like, crap, you have to deal with that first.
So did it actually get much better at, like, you're like... Because I remember, like, the
Yeah.
second semester you were like... Because you didn't have football, you didn't have the dying from the
I
pneumonia.
wasn't dying from the
So you from there you got like pretty much straight A's and because I remember you got B's your first semester because of football and mostly B's.
I don't know. I didn't know what a GPA was, so I'm like, if I know it, I don't care what my grade is. I didn't know what a GPA was till the end of sophomore year.
How it affected like college and stuff.
Yeah.
I didn't really know that it affected it that much either until around then.
I was just like, what the hell? I could have worked. If I knew, I would have worked harder. But
Right.
I don't know.
If you knew like it was important.
I literally didn't know it was a thing. I literally didn't know it was.
You didn't know GPA.
I'm just like, oh, I can say I got an A in science this 1 year to colleges. I didn't realize it's a GPA thing.
Okay.
Ignorant, I'm telling you.
Yeah. No, I don't think it's entirely your fault. I think it's also them just not telling us everything. That's what
Yeah.
I talk to, me and Lasia about this a lot, is that, like, especially with IB and all of its requirements, they don't tell you everything until, like, you're already in it.
Yeah.
Like, the first
honestly.
2 years, they don't explain anything until you're in it. They don't tell you that you don't get your diploma until after you're in college.
I remember the day in London's when she was like, "Oh yeah, you don't get it until after you graduate." I remember I yelled out loud. I was like, "No!"
You're like, you got us! No, it's not a joke.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
They don't explain that.
What am I doing here?
That's something that they have to, like, I don't know, because I think just being in it and showing that you've been in it helps with your college.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, they need to tell the kids. They can't just be like, yeah, no one tell them.
Yeah, for
Keep
real.
it on the down low.
They do that with a lot of things, though.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It just frustrated me that when I found out. Were you a little pissed when you found out?
I didn't know, and honestly, at that point, I didn't really care because it didn't make a difference for me.
Yeah.
Because at that point, I was still Mormon, so I'm like, it doesn't even matter. It's going to be 2 years I'm going to go on a mission, and it'll come sometime then. But, I'm not. I don't know.
I mean, do you want to talk about that? You said I was still Mormon. Do you want to talk about that? That's another cool thing that.
This, I kind of have to go in with Nora a little bit on this.
Yeah, sure. You
Just
can talk
because
about.
she holds such a. Like, I don't that a lot of people have a lot of influence on me. I don't even talk to a lot of people, honestly.
Sometimes it's better that way.
This is the most I've talked. I've talked to you more than other than of course, Mother's Day. I've talked to you more than I've talked to my mom in forever.
Right.
I'm to myself, or I'm with like a few friends.
Introverted most of the time.
Yeah.
I'm actually like that a lot too. I don't talk to my family or anything very much.
Yeah.
I appreciate my alone time a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, but you also have like you're really social at school. Like, you can go around kind of any group you want to. So it's not as like. I don't know.
So
you're right.
Is it not like you feel like it's not a choice as much? Is that what you're saying?
I don't know. It's like I don't have the means to be anywhere, so I'm not.
But you're okay with it? Are you sort of?
I think if I wasn't Mormon, I could have had more friends.
What? That can't have that much to do with it.
You know what? I honestly think with all the restriction, it's like, oh wow, this kid's like super. I don't even know.
Let's talk about it. Let's just start talking about the Mormon thing.
Okay, so
the Mormon question.
The Mormon thing. I've always been raised in the Mormon church. I always like, oh yeah, it's truth. Like from day one, they teach you the basic principles, and then they teach you how to teach it to other people.
Uh-huh.
Like, and when they do that, it's assumed that it's true because you're teaching to other people. It's got to be true. Right?
Yeah, of course.
So I've just never had to worry about coming to it to myself because my parents know it. Everyone I'm around with knows it. I'm not friends with people at school because I have this entire community that I focus on, so I don't have to worry as much.
And in a lot of ways, that's great. You know what I mean?
Good.
Having the church community is great. You know what I mean? Like it's almost a trade-off. You know what I mean? Because
it is.
I don't know. Like I said, I was Catholic for a while, and it was nice to be in that community and all those kids from CCD and shit. But like you said, did you leave for ideological reasons, or did you leave more because you're just fed up, like for the social aspect? Why did you leave?
Okay, so this is why I want to bring Nora into it. It's because she has such a huge influence on me in a lot of ways, and we actually broke up over this summer, this past summer.
You guys are better. You guys back?
We're definitely back. And that really got me thinking about a lot of things. And when we broke up, a lot of the reasons that she said we broke up were related to my religion. It's like
restrictions.
I can't date someone knowing that it's going to be 2 years before a 2-year mission. I don't. There's no point.
You can't take it seriously. Yeah.
Because it's not going to last. And then I don't know. I can't say everything, obviously, because I don't want to be super open or make things that make people think that me and Nora are doing more than we are.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
But just overall, I'd never thought about sex before.
How much it restricted? Yeah, like it wasn't even an option. You know what I mean? Like it restricted you so much that you couldn't. Like I know you told me that like you weren't allowed to go on dates with one girl. You had to bring another guy and a girl.
I wasn't allowed to date until 16, and when I date with 16, it has to be a group date with at least one other couple.
Right.
And
until how old?
And it can't even. Until 18, where then.
Yeah, right. So you couldn't even like hang out with Nora by your religion.
I couldn't. And of course, I don't have the means to drive or anything. Mostly because my parents wanted me to get Eagle first, and then
for Boy Scouts.
Eagle Scout for Boy Scouts. And when I didn't do that, because I'm focused on IB, they're like, okay, you're not driving, so they're not gonna take me out for dates, or they're not gonna help with any of that. And I don't know. They're just really restrictive on a lot of things. And so this breakup got me thinking about it, and I really like, do I truly believe this? Because like when we were broken up, I was thinking we're not getting back together based on the way she said it. It went down. It wasn't as smooth. It was a hard breakup for me at least, and it really got me thinking, separate from just with being with her, just do I want to devote 2 years of my life to this religion, that I'm not even sure about. I don't really have testimony, so I really started thinking about, the specific beliefs that they have, and just...
And the answer is no.
The answer is no. I mean, it's not... I believe a lot of it.
Yeah.
I want to believe in a lot of it, rather. But
and the principles, especially, I'm sure that you believe, like the base, not necessarily the restrictions, but the principles of doing well to other people, and most religions, of course,
just like, but
a lot of the kind of stupid restrictions though.
When it gets specific to where it's like he had a revelation that you're not supposed to drink tea.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know, because it happened. The revelation just happened to be at the same time the U.S. was having issues with tea with Britain, and it's just, oh really? We happen to ban tea, like.
Yeah, I mean, I got kind of lucky when I started going to church, because my dad was really understanding, because I know you were telling me that your dad was just not accepting the fact that you.
Yeah, literally every conversation I had with him, which was rare because I never talked to my dad.
Right.
But every conversation it would somehow be, I'm not pushing to do this, but a 2-year mission would really help if you do blah, or it'd really help doing this, or I think you should really think of this. And
right.
Whenever he brings up mission, he always brings up Nora because he thinks she's the reason why I'm not doing it. Because it's like, oh, you're just not going on mission because you want to be with Nora. And so it's just like, for a long time.
Yeah, so he even like uses her as like, it's not a good sort of relationship for a while. You said you said he just started accepting the fact though.
Yeah, like I need help applying for college or whatever. I need help just understanding how credit cards work, or some simple stuff that he's actually helped me with, and he's not always pushing me like, if you're not going to go on mission, I'm not going to help you, kind of deal. It's like, and my mom's always been accepting.
Right.
I
mean, the thing is, like you were saying about how, your dad was super disappointed with you quitting football and stuff, but like, you got to understand is that I think that, like, as a parent, even if the kid doesn't really do necessarily what you want him to do, even if you're the most, not open, stuck in your own way sort of person, I think eventually, if your kid does incredible things, even if it's not necessarily the things that you want him to do, I think you're still going to feel a little pride and eventually go back to him for that. You know what I mean?
The biggest thing with parents is that they'll brag about you to anyone else, but they'll talk shit to your face. You know what I mean?
Is that what he does?
Like, I saw that somewhere. I saw it as a quote somewhere, and it really is true. My parents, unless there's other people around, they really talk crap about me, and they're like, oh, why aren't you doing this, or you're not Eagle yet, or like you're not doing whatever, and it's just. But as soon as someone else comes, they always brag about everything I did.
Tim is amazing. You should really
here. Oh, what? Here, Tim. Why don't you say what did you get again for the summer? I'm like, shut up. I don't want to be here. But I don't know. It's okay.
I mean, was that like when you decided that you didn't believe in that necessarily? Was that like a gradual thing, or was that like an all at once decision that you made? Just no, I don't want to do this anymore. Or was that like something that over like a couple weeks you were like, started not to go to church, didn't really tell yourself right away? Or was that like a gradual, yeah, I'm not going to do this anymore?
It was kind of gradual. I mean, I'm still a little off on it. I'm not sure entirely.
Okay.
Because I mean, I don't believe in specific things, but I know there's some things in every religion that if you're going to follow, you just have to accept.
Yeah.
You know, like in whatever religion, there's something that you have to have faith on. And so right now I want to see what other religions are like.
Yeah, read up about them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. That's what Winslow did. Remember how Winslow was like knew everything about every religion?
Yeah.
And she's like, none of them are good. I don't listen to any of them because they're all bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Winslow was a true Satanist in every single religion. She didn't
really
care about any of them.
Yeah, she's into witchery. So
Right,
I
she
mean,
that's her belief system.
Yeah, exactly.
You should look into that, dude. She seems really happy.
I
with
really
it.
should. You know, I mean, if I've kind of liked Miss Winslow after her class. I actually think she's pretty cool.
No, yeah, she is. I just think it's funny, like how she'd be in class, like, yeah, none of them.
Yeah.
I've trust me, I've looked into all of them. Nah, she's great because like, you have to admit, she can be really mean, and to me that's hilarious.
I know.
Whenever she's so mean to someone, I just laugh so hard.
Yeah.
Like she's made people cry before.
Yeah. And you're just laughing immediately.
I do. Well, because I wouldn't laugh if someone was like genuinely hurt by something, but that's something like a relatively harmless thing is when like a teacher like embarrasses you. You know what I mean? That's relatively harmless.
That's true.
If a teacher's like, "Oh, why did you write this? This is terrible." That's relatively harmless. That's something I can laugh at, you know?
Yeah.
But if it was an actual issue, I wouldn't laugh at their pain. I just think it's hilarious how brutally honest she can be.
That's fair.
You know?
Yeah. You kind of like that blunt humor.
Yeah.
Overall.
I do. Yeah, she's really funny. I mean, what did you want to? Where are we going? We were talking about religion. We talked about the bullying and stuff. I mean, did we?
Good times.
No, I mean, we can talk about other things. Is there anything that you were thinking like when you're listening to the podcast? Like, you know what? I think I'd want to talk about that. Is there something you'd want to like let people know?
Let people know?
Yeah.
Okay, Andrew, I don't hate you. I swear I don't hate you. There was a time that I did not have any respect for you. But I realize now that was on a false premise. And I don't hate you. I listened to your podcast.
Tim is talking about episode where
Episode 2 in the first 12 minutes. It's like 12 minutes and 31 seconds or something. Like, oh, you're pretty social with everyone. No, not everyone. Like, what do you mean? Tim hates me.
Right.
And it's just like,
why didn't you have respect for him?
Okay, so before I go into this, I don't want to make a general thing.
Was it not because? So it's not because he has the same. His name is Mormon.
It's not because
that's
where I was like, that's so stupid. Who the hell told him that? It's not. Like, I agree with you. That's stupid. I don't know why someone hates someone like that. It was. Okay, you always make judgments based on the limited knowledge you know. That's what you have to do for anything.
Yeah, right.
So, for me, I still don't know AJ, obviously. I haven't had the time to spend with him. I haven't had the opportunity to. And so, to me, it seemed like he was just Maria's slave for the longest time. And I didn't realize that he really is just like a cool person.
Right.
And that he's just a good guy with Maria, and they're just really close. I didn't realize, I thought for the longest time, he just would do anything and everything for her, in like a slave kind of deal. Yeah,
you thought he was kind of like a chump.
Yeah.
Right.
And then it was only reinforced when, like, I'm really, really close with Matthew. You know, that's a lifelong friendship. And then I started dating Nora. That they both have really have issues with
Nora and Maria.
With Maria, and I can't talk about that. And I'm not even sure.
Let's not.
Yeah, I don't want to open any cans, worms. But you know, I'm gonna take.
There's some drama in between our class for sure.
Exactly, and I don't know the drama there, and neither of them say it, but they're both very, very stubborn and very set in their decision of it and feelings towards them. So I'm like, I'm really close with you.
You just sort of picked that up.
I just picked it up because I'm like, Recently, this is something, I don't know, they probably don't listen to the podcast, but I don't mean that like a thing. But like, I saw AJ's, and
You're right in assuming.
AJ's had 1 like, and then none of them else had liked, and I'm like, I know that's AJ liking that. I know that's AJ. It's like, you know, he'll want to look at it years later, and I like that video, so I'll see it.
Yeah, it'll be on his liked video.
Yeah. But I've come to, mostly during the breakup with Nora, I've come to really just reevaluate people.
Yeah.
And then even when I got back together with her, you know, I've had some issues. I always will defend Nora in any situation if something occurs. But I've really just gained an appreciation for Maria as a person.
Right.
And just,
I mean, I'm sure that there's some stuff there that they'll probably never get over.
Yeah.
But
both
I mean,
of them.
exactly. They've both changed a lot since. I mean, we
They
all
really
have
have.
since middle school. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and at a certain point, it's totally understandable if they both hold grudges for the rest of their lives. But at a certain point, the grudges aren't as justified as long as there isn't new things happening. You know what I mean? Because you change. Because you do change. You do deserve at least a chance to show that you're different now. You know what I mean?
I don't know if I've ever shared this. I'm okay with sharing it now. I know Nora knows, so it's not like I'm gonna get in trouble or anything. But for a while, I was actually trying to get together with Maria. For a while.
Freshman year, right?
I don't think it was freshman year.
Is that also a little bit why you hated AJ?
No, it's nothing to do with that. Like when I decided, I was told by Amy that if it was like on Valentine's Day, I'd built it up, and that, you know, I was texting her a lot, and I was calling her,
right.
and just like really getting to know her. And she's a really cool person.
Was this
still.
sophomore year then?
I think so. I might be wrong. I might be completely wrong.
If it was sophomore year Valentine's Day, that was when I like. Did I tell you that story about what I did?
You already told it on here.
I did.
With Gabby?
Yeah, with the chocolate.
I heard that. Yeah, you talked that with AJ.
Yeah, that was the.
You deserve a hug.
It was great. No, I can't blame her for that.
It was good. But I was told the night before by Amy, who I thought was really close to Maria, and Amy's really close with everyone.
Yeah.
You know, that if I asked, she would say no. And I was like, oh, that's fine. I'll still ask. And then when I got to it, I'm like, no, I'm not gonna ask.
I'm not gonna do that.
Why am I gonna do something when I know I'm gonna fail?
Right. Yeah.
I already paid for the Valigram with the little note thing, so it was like set up to talk to her. And then where I was walking by and I saw her at her locker and she saw me, we made eye contact, and I kept walking. And that was the last time I ever thought about that.
Yeah, like you're saying, like you knew it wasn't gonna happen. At a certain point, it's not a pussy. Like some people, oh, you're a pussy. Sometimes it's just thinking. Yeah, I don't want to.
What's the point?
I don't want to choose to lose here.
Why
you know
embarrass myself?
Like if I know it's not going to work out, because sometimes I think that you don't know, but in situations where you do know for sure, yeah, this is going to happen. Her friend told me it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen.
Exactly. Plus, it's like we're still kind of friends at the time period that we were doing it, and so I'm like, if I ask her, it's just going to make it awkward and ruin that friendship overall. So just don't ask.
Yeah.
You know, leave it where it is, and
I've ruined enough friendships
to
learn my lesson.
Yeah. But recently I've just gained appreciation for how much hard work she does, and how a lot of people criticize her for how mean she might come off to them.
Yeah.
And how it's really not mean, it's just productive, and you always got to think of yourself when you're going through things. And It's not that she always thinks about it. I mean, especially through AJ's cast, I really just, you know, that AJ's podcast, which I listened earlier today.
Yeah.
I learned stuff about Maria that, you know, I have a lot more appreciation for it.
Right. Yeah. I mean, the more you know someone, like you were saying, like you're gonna make judgments based instantly. You know what I mean?
On what I know.
But the more you know someone, the harder it is to hate someone. I think.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like I was talking about Chris to you before we started the podcast. How Chris hated my guts.
Like
Chris still doesn't really like me,
Yeah.
but Chris hated my guts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But the more he was forced to know me, the less he hated my guts.
Yeah, he's
you know
like
what I mean?
used to it.
Right.
Yeah.
So if nothing else, if you hate someone, just get to know him a little bit more. You won't hate him as much.
AJ is going to USF, okay?
You guys should be buddy.
I'm thinking I'm gonna make it my goal to improve the relationship, because I don't hate him. I haven't hated him for such a long time.
AJ's a really cool guy.
Yeah, exactly. And I can't. I mean, I have to defend Nora, and if anything happens to where it's contentious between them, of course I'm gonna be mean.
Yeah.
Just as like.
Yeah, right. I
like
mean, you gotta
defensive.
be. I mean, yeah, you'd want to. Like that's Of course, like that's not even a question. You know what I mean?
I feel like you're slighting me right now.
No, I'm not.
Like, that's not even a question in reality. It's like.
No, I'm not.
Yeah. Okay.
Because like, I mean, you have to, right?
Yeah.
Not like because she's making you, but that's like.
Okay, it's like an obligation. Yeah.
Like to any relationship, you know what I mean? Like you can disagree with them to her, but to other people, you're there for that person no matter what. You know
That's
what I mean?
true. That's true.
So I wasn't trying to like make fun of you at all.
Yeah, it's obvious you be mean to people.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I emphasize weird things.
That's good.
Obviously, you're gonna want to do that, right,
Yeah.
Tim? Wink, wink.
So I noticed in your other podcast you've been trying to keep this like general, so it's not just to viewers and IB.
Yeah.
And I realized I've been going off on like.
No. I mean, the only time you did it was with the AJ thing, and I think that was good that you were able to.
I like you, AJ. I like you. You're not gonna hear this, but I like you.
Fix the thing.
Yeah, I have a lot more respect for you than I did the more I know about you.
Right.
So.
That's a good way to.
USF man.
To attempt to bury that, right?
Yeah. Just. Bury the hatchet.
I mean, so usually on these, like we start talking about like the future and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what's your plan-arena mana thing?
Oh man, I've really been judging this plan ever since I started listening to these podcasts, especially the one with
serious?
Julie. But I've had a plan since like 7th grade, right? I just decided a plan. I'm like, if I don't come up with a new plan, this is going to be the plan.
Yeah.
I just don't spend the time. I'm like, it's too much work. So I've always been wanting to be a dermatologist. I've gone in interviews, probably a dozen interviews or so.
I did not know that about you.
With dermatologists. I've done interviews with other physicians and specialties because I have family members that just happen to get their residency in this area and know everyone.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, my uncle Rob Kent is literally willing to have me come in and do an injection if I want to, because he does something with sports medicine or whatever.
Right.
And just, I've always been set to be a dermatologist, and it's always, I got my associates early. You know, I have my completed associates, so the plan is double major, well, one major in marketing, one major in like a chemistry, so I can get my pre-med. And I have enough credits already from my CLEP test to get a minor in Spanish.
Yeah.
If I just take like one more course.
So you got double major and minor?
Double major and minor.
Shit.
And I've been told to make it last longer, over 3 years, because they don't accept, you know, med students when you're too young. It's just something they don't do.
Okay. Yeah.
That's what I've been told. And I've done a lot of research, and I can be successful in this. And I'm just, ever since, it seems so bland because everyone can do this in IB. And that's where it's like...
I mean, but if that's something that you want to do, it doesn't matter if other people can do it.
The thing about a career is I've never wanted... My goal has never been be amazing at this career or anything. I see a career as an opportunity and a tool to set up my family. That's the biggest thing in my life, is I value family. I value what's going to... when I make a decision that might have long-term impact, I think, how is this going to help my children? How is this going to set them off? What can I do? Like Eagle Scout. I decided like a month before when I should finish this. If my son's in Boy Scouting, I want him to get Eagle. I don't want him to have an excuse. Well, Dad, you're not an Eagle. You're such a hypocrite. Because that's what I did.
That was the reason why you did it?
That's why I finished it. And I really connected that because my dad didn't get Eagle. And I was like, you know what, Dad, you're such a hypocrite. So, like... You know, I do things. So I see dermatology as a way.
It's not a selfish, all about you thing. You're always considering other people when you make these life decisions.
Yeah. It's always for my kids, and it's great because when I get to them, I'm gonna have such high expectations. It's like, look, I did all this stuff for you. Now you gotta be better than me and be more creative or something.
And listening to Julian made you feel a little bit of that egomania, self-absorbed narcissist sort of feeling.
I'm just not creative, and I've accepted that. I've always accepted that.
Well, I mean, have you tried? I mean, I don't know. For me, it's not something that like, because most of the time I don't feel creative. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't feel creative at all. I'm like, oh, I have no control over this creativity thing. I'm fucked.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's my thought process 100% of the time. It's like I don't know how to create anything. Like I don't have any creativity. I can't control it. I'm going into a career where it's all about controlling creativity, and I don't have any, so I'm fucked. Right. But for me, like, I don't know. I've learned not to get stressed out about not feeling creative. If it's what makes you happy, then you do it. So
right.
I mean,
I don't
if you ever felt compelled to do something just because it makes you happy, you know what I mean? That's sort of what it is. That's sort of what makes you a creative person. If you feel compelled to create something because you want to, rather than being forced to, you know?
I don't know. I have a feeling. Every once in a while, I get a feeling for that, and it's something I can't do.
Right.
So I've just kind of try and do the normal things, the kind of, I guess, average things, and just, enjoy that.
Being a dermatologist isn't average, though.
Dermatology, you have to be in the top 1% of your medical school.
Yeah.
And even then, it's difficult to get a residency. So, like, as much as I'm set off, really, that's just a goal.
But you're
that
gonna
if I don't make, I'm going to be so high up that I can get any other residency I want.
Okay, yeah.
It's just like a goal. And either way, if I become a physician, I can make my goal of supporting the family, not having them have to go through the financial issues that my family's gone through, and just really giving them the opportunity.
Having a nice life for you and your kids.
If I have to be the one to put my kid to be the snobbish rich kid, to be able to make him go to Ivy League, to be whatever, I'm not going to make him. I hope he won't be snobbish.
Plus, because you got to remember, I am always thinking about myself because I'm an extremely selfish narcissist. Plus, I need you to be a dermatologist because the IB couch clause that I came up with, I'm going to need people that are rich and successful that I can sleep on their couches. And you're going to be one of those people that I can.
You know what? I wanted to bring this up actually because I'm like, I think I'm going to be successful and I want to do this. That's something that I feel.
The couch clause?
The couch clause. I think we should actually post something up. Like,
I really
make a
want
couch clause. I'm totally for that.
If someone's going through some trouble, they can call. Like, the couch clause is basically this. It's essentially, if one of us in our little program group of kids is going through some financial issues, i.e. me, when I try to be a comedian and I'm bad and I don't have a job, I can sleep on someone's couch for, I think the max was, a month, and then you can boot, and then you go to someone else's couch.
And you only have 39 months.
Right.
And then you're out.
But by then, I think
you would hope you'd be better off.
Just under 4 years.
Yeah.
And you can't think of yourself by then. You're done.
So yeah, you're a fan of the couch clause too, though.
I want to. You know what? When someone asks me to do something or I feel needed, I feel loved and useful. Because at all times I feel like a disappointment because I don't give to anyone else. I can't give to other people. I hate receiving gifts because it's like I don't deserve this. Because it's like, come on, Grandma, what have I ever done to you? I don't even call you back. Like, I don't deserve whatever.
Jesus, so, Grandma, why do you gotta be such a dick for giving me Christmas presents?
Give me all this stuff.
I hate you.
Make me feel terrible.
No, I know what you mean.
Such a white kid.
I know what you mean, though.
But, I mean, I really like the idea of that, because I don't know. It's a way for me to make friends that I have failed to do in the past 4 years.
Well, you can't say that you failed.
I've burned a lot of bridges.
Yeah, with particular people, but you haven't
I feel so guilty about all of that. I mean, it's always hindsight for me. It's always hindsight, and then it's like, damn, I was the douche.
But you gotta remember that this is high school. You know what I mean? And it's good that you're learning these lessons now, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because this is 4 years of your life, and then we're done with it already. Mm-hmm. So it's like you're gonna go meet new people, and now you know. All right, if I do this, if I do A, B will happen. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So, I mean, I don't know. You can... It's good to regret, but,
You can learn on it.
Yeah, exactly. So, I don't know. Did you get to the end of any of these podcasts yet or no?
I've got to the end of the 3 that I watched.
Okay, so you did listen to the end part? Okay.
Yeah.
So, like I usually tell people that this is sort of... I try to make this something like a time capsule. You know what I mean? Because to me, even though it's probably not interesting to other people, I really think that for nostalgia purposes alone, and because I'm a narcissist egomaniac, and I just talk about myself and how people listen to it, I think it'd be really cool that, in 10 years, you can go and look back on this and be like, oh my God, that was me. You listen to this and be like, that's me. That's,
yeah.
I don't know. To hear your own voice talk about, yourself, I think that's crazy, because even listening to some of the old podcasts with James, I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ, I've grown a lot.
Yeah.
So it's like a sort of a snapshot.
Sort of a Snapchat.
Snapshot.
Yeah.
Snapshot of your life. What's going on. So what I usually ask is, what would you say to yourself in like 10 years? Your future self. If there's anything that you could say to fully capture who you are right now.
Fully capture.
Yeah, like to as you, what would you say to this future self that you don't know yet? Who are you, Timothy Ernest?
This is different. I don't like this.
This is the worst answer.
I don't know.
The worst answer we've had so far is AJ's.
Mitochondria, it's the powerhouse of the cell.
That was the end, but he did talk about the future.
I pick on AJ.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then like the best one I think was Nicole's the best one now?
I like Nicole.
I
like
Will's
Will's
is definitely the best one so far.
I didn't see those yet, so.
So I mean, it's a stupid question. I can't even answer it. But I was just, if you have anything that you're able to think of, I mean, go for it, dude. Because I want this to be the part where you cry. Because Lasia has the emotional music in the background.
You want me to cry?
And your future self listen to this and goes, oh my God.
Oh, okay.
Where'd everything go
you
wrong?
Want me to cry?
Where'd everything go wrong? Or,
I'm on someone's couch listening to the podcast.
Yeah, that should be part of the couch.
This is my last. This is like the 39th
dude,
month.
you have to be part of the Senioritis to be able to get on the couch clause.
And then, no, like the moment you first night sleeping on the couch, you gotta listen to the podcast.
I play it in the speakers all around the house.
Yeah. Or if it gets to the 39th month, it's like that's where I'm sobbing. What happened? I don't know. Just like,
who are you talking about? Your family now. That's most important to you. I mean, that's your values. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I really hope that I can give my children exactly what they get there. I mean, Norris has an influence on me. I don't think 10 years I'm going to have children that time, but I don't know, just
it doesn't have to be 10 years, it'd be 20 years, 30 years.
Something like that. Somewhere in there. And it's just staying true to what I believe in, I guess, and being more considerate in social relations. Just not, I don't know. Just keep your family values. And if you're not there, call your mother. I don't know. I have no idea. It's hard. I don't know who I'm going to be in 5
don't make
or
me
10
do it,
years.
because I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do either. Well, I mean, yeah, keep your values and keep your individual values, because that's something that I think was, the fact that you're able to think, oh, this is what I think, not necessarily what my family thinks or my church thinks. This is my own thoughts. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I think that's the thing that not a lot of people can do. To be able to say that, be like, you know what? I don't necessarily believe in all this.
Yeah.
I think that's a big step. So to keep your own personal values about family, I think that's a thing that you don't want to forget. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I've found out that I've had anxiety for a while, like medical, whatever, diagnosed. And so just being able to control that and control your emotions and just really know who I am as a person without the world or the people that I'm connected with, whoever that may be in 5 or 10 years, just to know what my goals are and to stay true to that is the most important.
And that's good.